My name is Ian Klein. I teach human anatomy at Ohio University, and I've been teaching here for 10 years.
So what are some of your favorite places on campus? I'm imagining this might be one of them.
Sure, we're at the Ohio University track and field, and I love it out here because I love to run. Athens is amazing to where we have miles and miles of trails that you can be on.
Where's your favorite place to eat in Athens?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Classically, I gotta go with Larry's Doghouse and their milkshakes and the burgers there.
What was your first job?
My first job ever was a paper boy, but my first job here was actually working in Boyd Dining Hall.
How has your passion for being active influenced your career in studying the human body?
So I think being active is one of the greatest things you can do to treat your body well. I love to just feel how the muscles contract and just everything that it does to benefit your body.
Where else do you like to spend time on campus?
So I love being in the anatomy lab, of course.
Should we go check it out?
I think we should. Let's go. You are in the anatomy labs at Ohio University. This is where you learn and get hands-on experience with all of anatomy, including human anatomy, which is the class that I teach. Anatomy, you gotta be able to visualize it and see it. And I love using models. We have about 300 plus models in here. So for example, we might look at something like the skull. Students can start with these, and then they can take it over to a not so colorful model and try to see if they can name those same things. And then we come over to the brain. I love the brain. Lots of neuroscience happening at Ohio University. We've got dentistry, we've got optometry, we've got the ear up here. So we spend a good amount of time on everything. This is one that we use for the heart lab and spend a ton of time on because it's so clinically relevant to all health. I usually start a lecture with something like, did you know that your body has over 60,000 miles of blood vessels in it, which would wrap around the earth 2 or 3 times, and it gets the students excited, right? That's inside your body.
So we're in an anatomy lab, yet you have so much duct tape. What do you use it for?
We always start with muscle taping. So I want to show students how these muscles would function by taping them, and then when you pull, you can produce the action of that muscle. Well, then we recycle the tape and turn it in to something like this. This is one of my favorite models because you can pull on the tape and it will do the action of the muscle that the piece of tape represents. And we love duct tape, but we also love pipe cleaners. So these are nerves, or representing nerves. And the colors represent things and the different chords represent things. So a student can grab this and learn where this is at while also learning what these are.
So you're also using social media to educate the general public and your students. Can you talk about how you started that?
I would give a verbal presentation in the lab and students would repeatedly ask, can you do that again? Then I said, okay, let me make a video, and students loved it and they came in more prepared and they did better on the exams. And I said, well, let me make this public. Not a lot of institutions and schools have what we have here at Ohio University. We're very blessed. So we've been fortunate enough to start to gain some revenue from these channels, and the TA team, myself, decided we're gonna turn that revenue into a charity. And we're gonna use what we gain from the channels to purchase anatomy models to give to local high schools and beyond, wherever they might be needed. Thanks for joining me here in the anatomy lab. Hopefully you got a good look into what anatomy labs are like at Ohio University.